Hey everyone, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have another Link to the Past randomizer Crosskeys tournament match. This is GFE versus WallKicks in Swiss Round 5. Tracking today we have Pichu and Blibberl, and on comms we have Blank Forge and Toffile, and they will take it from here.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much, baseball.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. This is a 3-in-1 matchup. Both the runners have only taken one loss so far. WallKicks lost to Telthar. Got really kind of mad that he got paired up with Telthar in Lake Week 2. GFE lost last week to Skelly. Both the runners they lost to are very likely to make brackets, and they're also just incredibly skilled right now. So how are you doing? How are you doing, Blake Forge? I don't think you've had to do comps yet. So, welcome.
This is my first time or second time doing comms. The first time was with TJ Maelstrom. It was a wonderful time and gave me the confidence to come back. So this is an excellent matchup. I've seen both of these runners multiple times. I will say this is Crosskeys. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it is a method. It is a version of this that has all the keys included in the randomizer and the dungeon items, but also the entrances can link you into lost words. They can link you into the dark world or light world, and all sorts of fun shenanigans can happen. Moon pearls hidden behind bunny walks and the like.
Yeah. Both runners saying start. Wally, what are you doing to me? Harrow is really nice. That'll be an extra drop down when we get down to Kakarika Village. Wally's going to take a look at what.
And it's an early weapon.
Oh, that is a horrible old man saving location.
Well, that means we're gonna have to hope for an early flute to keep us with good access to the mountain at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, this would actually not be a bad spot for the old man if it wasn't for the fact that Sanctuary is right there, and you don't want your spawns to be on the same screen, basically.
Very true.
But Bush grab with bombs. We've already found Storm Palace. Should be a pretty comfy start. Blue mail. You'll take it this early. Hopefully. Yeah, you're kind of hoping now to get an earlier mirror just so you don't spend a lot of time death warping, but it is a nice health multiplier. Unfortunately, that's our fairy drop down right there. So something is going to live at Ganon today, and we'll have to figure out what.
He could still be hidden behind the well.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess gravity would be the only limiter right there.
Desert and swamp.
Desert and swamp for our bomb.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean something's at the pyramid today. At Vega too. Yeah.
missed that one a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. Not gonna take Hookshot Cave here.
Hotel Mario already.
I think he moved his house up. He's got a nicer view of the village.
He's got a cleaner lawn at this point, I think, is the key.
Yeah. For those who don't actually play the entrance randomizer, at least on the original branch, he is the reason why everything is shuffled around in entrance randomizer.
On one side and castle on the other.
I kind of expect JF to steal the key here.
Taking that damage to set up for a death warp. And we got our first 5-item cave with nothing but bombs. Oh, we have hammer. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Wally will probably do the same thing here. Ooh, hookshot.
That's a really hype cave. We got a pod key out of that, a bottle. We've never met Sick Kid yet.
Yeah, there are 300 rubies in the basement as well, so we've got bottle vendor money here as well. And we actually have a decent weapon here now to start killing mini Moltarms with.
So I like this this play from GFE. You know, we know that there's something on this ledge. It could be nothing, but just the amount of walking to go check it, and then if it's something I want, having to walk all the way around.
Yeah. I tend to prefer, like, once I know it's there, I tend to go blind drop it. Wally didn't. We'll see what Wally does here. With this being in Kakariko, I think the correct protocol is just 100%. Steal the key and then make do with it after the fact. We'll see if Wally's going to go straight to the back. Or at least straight to Zelda Cell. Is opting want to just straight up kill the guard, maybe he'll walk out. Nah, okay.
Nope, he's going to go cell-wise.
So he's probably playing against the fact that if he outdid GFE will steal the key, and he's going to go get the cell items immediately. This does put the back of escape items into a pretty bad spot for him, though.
It could, especially because I didn't see a death of any kind at the beginning,
No.
So there's no way he can scum this.
No, he's not scumming this. Sanctuary's at Lumberjack, so Wally is writing off the Sanctuary items until he has, like, Castle, Small Key, and a lamp, or is going to be forced into doing Aga Tower. I didn't see where exactly GFE got spat out in the Dark World. Bottom paradox, though, is the Lake Shop.
I also was watching over on WallKicks side to see what the
this nice palace. Okay. I'm actually kind of shocked that GFE didn't at least go take a look at Bomb Shop. But looks like he's going to go take a look at Castle.
Not exactly great items coming out of the escape, but you know, these could potentially be something, especially if we have early access to Mire and it's the Quake entrance. But
yeah, Quake's not useless. It's something. While he's going to keep going through the rest of Kakariko here, there's a big key on the other side of Spectacle Rock. There's the other side of Spectacle.
So the Uncle drop down is Lumberjack and has looked like a heart piece.
Yeah. And it's our Arabic key. And GFE will have gotten himself immediately back into Kakariko Village. As long as he doesn't script his phone jump. Looks like he's good.
Got
for
a
our shield.
Shield out of the bar.
Jesus. Oh, okay. The good bee cave over there at Bush House.
I like you calling it the good bee cave, because everybody gives it that negative context of, oh, it's the bad ice rod cave, and it's the good bee cave.
You can get a good bee out of that cave, but that's why it's the good bee cave. So this is out of logic. Laser Bridge right here is out of logic unless we have 2 more shields and or an invincibility item. Okay, game. That's all 3 inches of Spectacle Rocks. And into the well.
So we found a couple of Turtle Rock entrances now.
Simultaneous looks at the 15 when he regains. So I'm just going to go from the bottom. Yeah, the only thing on Laser Bridge was Mambas, which is nice, but
Oh, good. Thank you, Soho. I wasn't sure if it was just me. Your mic is coming now.
Weird.
Hey, but we do have a sword over on WallKicks' side, so those medallions now actually are going to be useful. Well, they're going to be usable. And it is a good thing we picked up that hammer, because the drop down for the well being behind that hammer, being at Magic Bat, that was a good way to get 5 items.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Is that any better or not? Because it's not showing up a...
You sound amazing on my end.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. So maybe Discord just decided to screw something up and me trying to reset the settings fixed it.
We're just trying to hide the fact that Topile is actually AI. That's okay.
I'm a robot. So let's see where Wally's going to go here. I guess it's probably going to go through Hyrule Castle. Oh no, he's got a hookshot. He's going to go through hookshot. What am I saying?
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if GFE does the same. We're getting a lot of item or chest dense caves, but we're only getting like 1 solid item out of each.
Yeah. Welcome in, Raiders from Wombat. You're just in the starting of a Crosskeys race in the 3-1 bracket. Or group. We have GFE and WallKicks tonight. Myers Walkie.
And the trend continues. But Myers Smallkey being really the only big item out of there.
Yeah, and another connector into the Dark World. So, GFE, WallKicks is gonna... Yeah. Looks like GFE is gonna go see what's in the back of Escape. No, we didn't see Ganon yet, so he's probably... We still got a few more entrances for him. Ganon Cave over here at the Fortune Teller, up by the lake.
And there's your invisibility item that'll get you laser bridge stuff, but
yeah,
unfortunately... Well, that did give us Bombos, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, so we have logical access into Ice Palace. Ooh, that is interesting. So GFE is going to get the Swamp Palace small key out of this route. No idea if Swamp Palace is a pendant or a crystal.
We do. It's one of the...
Oh, yeah, no, it is. Okay, so that is required. Yeah. So Wally's going to have to hope that the lamp shows up there sooner than later. He'll go for it.
So that means we definitely... The Sewer's Key is definitely a logical item that we're going to need.
No, that isn't locked by the Sewer's Key. That's just locked by the lamp.
Oh, okay.
So the Sewer's Key would be locked on these 3 items back here, which are 10 bombs. Nothing. So the only thing the Sewer's Key is locking the seat is Quake.
Gotcha.
So, but Wally may not make a play for Dark Cross for a while, just because it's Dark Cross and he doesn't have a lamp to put it in logic.
So GFE's sprite starts at blue, like the color of it is blue. So when he picks up the blue mail, he actually turns red.
Yeah, it's Gino, Lynn. Yeah, he starts blue, he goes red, and then he goes green. GFE. Oh, okay, he's gonna go this route.
So Saha's hut brought us to Desert Palace, which will give us a couple of connectors, but looks like WallKicks is wanting to make sure he checks out Eastern.
Well, he came up this way. He found Saha's hut, but yeah. And now GFE decides he's going to bunny walk.
Well, good divergence makes for a good race.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's bunny walking now and not checking Bomb Shop when he got out of Lake Shop, but it is what it is. Brothers Connector over there at the Village Fortune Teller. Can't open it in the Dark Woods. I guess he's going to go try to steal a gold small key here, which is fair.
So I didn't see WallKicks going to Flute 5. Did he just dip out after the checking Eastern Palace?
I thought he did. Alright, so Skullwoods logically will require a Moon Pearl for this seed.
Oh, he did, okay.
Yeah. Desert Small is interesting. While he's going to go take a look at some of these other entrances here at the north that are kind of hard to route into unless you Houlihan start or have a flute. Actual Ice Ride Cave. Just our container, and this is a vanilla small key here for GFE. And that's all he was really looking to come here for, so that way whenever he finds Skullwoods, if it's in the light world, he can attempt to beat it if he has a fire source.
So, fairy drop down is Uncle.
Cool. Alright, so we're missing Mad Bat and Ganon.
What drop down haven't we seen?
We're missing Magic Bat and we're missing Ganon. One of them is at Sanctuary, one of them is at the Pyramid.
Sanctuary. That's the one I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, he didn't go over there because he can't check it, and he'll process of elimination it later. Just a hard container on the floating island, on the lake island. Teapot small so far.
Retracing each other's steps a bit.
Yeah, let's see if Wally opts to take this. I think he'll probably save and quit and goes to South Shore. Oh, he's got the bombs out. Maybe he'll go and he's gonna go back, get himself back into Kakariko, it looks like. So I assume this is probably going to be looking into Hyrule Castle, so maybe he'll go make the play for Dark Cross with the sword. It's either Hyrule Castle or Paradox Cave. It'll be Paradox Cave.
Yeah.
So I think our answer to where our exits here were Ice Palace entrance and the Dark Lake shop.
Yes. And GFE is not death warping out.
No, he stole the. He stole the. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say he got that. Well, he's not going to look further. Okay. He got that Desert Palace small key, so he's going to go grab right side desert here.
Yeah, that's true.
There's something like the boots, that'd be really nice for him.
And comes up with a heart.
Yeah.
Coming around South Shore on WallKicks side. Now we've seen this connector on GFE side, and it led to somewhere in the dark. No, it was a
No, it was Vu. It was the Village of Outcast fortune teller. It's not too bad to know.
Not going over to the ice cave entrance area.
Yeah. Hot entrance over at chess game for GFE. He's going to take a bunny revival here. Yeah, going over ice white cave without a glove is always kind of a little risky.
Because then you end up orphaning either one check or or finding a glove over there.
Yeah, okay, super bunny case. So this is kind of where GFE, or Wally's going to kind of like end this. He'll walk out to a Unison and walk back. Oh, good, a pod's on pod.
But 2 pods gives us some checks, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's our. We have
he had 2. Never mind.
Yeah, we have 3. So, like right now, none of this is in logic because it's all locked by the Moon Pearl, and with 1, really only these first 3 checks would be in logic without a bow. If we had 1 more key, we'd be able to logically get to the back. But it looks like GFE is just going to kind of go straight for the back here. Kind of having set up a Death Warp. Ooh, there's a big key. Ooh. Yeah. Having already set up a Death Warp, he can kind of like take his picks. He'll take that Ganon Scour big key though.
So there's a question in the chat: is how is the best way to support these streams?
I mean, honestly, please give our runners a follow. If you do like watching these 3 streams, please follow this network. Okay, so we have Vanilla Ganon, so that is going to be a hard required Ganon Star big key, by the way.
Oof.
So, GFE is getting paid out with a lot of his routing decisions right now.
Well, and you know, WallKicks is going to find most of these eventually, but we don't even have GT yet, and we're getting a lot of decent checks, but they're all out of logic.
Yeah. GFE's like, do I want to go to...
WallKicks is checking some of these other castle entrances that bring him to the mountain.
Yeah. GFE was like, I'm gonna do a spiffy Death Warp, a spiffy bomb jump here, and then realized, wait, no, I just need to toss the bomb down. There was a cave. It didn't look like it was the old man cave. I'm gonna guess it was probably the left side of DM Descent, given how quickly he got out of that. It's Waterfall Fairy.
Got a small key out of there for Skull Woods.
Yep.
But GFE picks up the mirror.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty big for a while. It's not gonna lead to the Moon Pearl though. And Wally has, we have an Agate Tower key. So Wally's going to climb here and try to grab whatever the second item in Aga Tower is.
You know, from watching these races, seems like one of the harder. But actually, both of these rooms seem like the harder of the dark rooms to navigate.
Dark. So that's all 3 shields. I'd say Darkness isn't too bad. There's a pretty good pattern. Like the real hard dark room is probably the second big Aga Tower dark room, which you rarely see people actually do dark, because that's the one that actually has bits in it. These ones you can kind of muscle memory yourself around at this level, but they can be pretty hard. The Aga Tower one can also be annoying because there's a lot of enemies.
And you know, it's sort of like you said with muscle memory. The more you do things, the better you get at them, obviously. And some of those Aga Tower ones, you almost never do, and that could, you know, potentially be a little more difficult.
I would say the first 2 rooms in Aga Tower, like the getting to the first chest in the second chest in Aga Tower, the dark one isn't too bad. It's beyond that. It's like usually people at least like to hold on to it. They have a lamp or a fire rod. So,
and in this mode, the fire rod does not logically give you access to dark rooms.
No, it's one of those things that's entrance randomizer specific, kind of based on how the old logic used to treat dark rooms. For better or worse, people, you know, advanced item. I like advanced item logic in some regards. I think. It's just one of those things where I kind of feel like it should be probably like a quick flag or something, but the randomizer architecture doesn't really like allow for those. It's just an interesting thing. GFE is just going to bomb us the heck out of the guards.
A bit quicker on the time on that, and there's Eastern.
Yeah. I think Wally's going to take a dip around to see if he can find anything, and then maybe probably end his route on Eastern. So we know that there's a lot of pod keys that are going to need for the mirror and for the GT climb. So,
Meyer.
Okay.
Mountain is dungeon heavy.
Yeah. I'm really surprised we're doing Meyer over Eastern here. We have a small, sure, but we don't have a fire source for left side.
I'm at this point. I'm never shocked when a racer says I'm not dipping Eastern.
I think Eastern, like when Eastern's in logic like this, I think it's a fine play. I'm just more like, it's just one of those things where it's like you could do. You're gonna orphan stuff in. You have a higher chance of orphaning things in Maya than you do in Desert. And then in Eastern, I should say. GFE is mirrored to the top of the mountain. He can use the hammer to get to the other side if he wants to. Or drop down and take these entrances and then hookshot over. I don't know what he'll do here.
I believe this is the last check we're going to be able to get out of Meyer.
Did Wally do White Chest? Okay, that's interesting. That's Castle Tower 2. Here small. Yeah. Nice map. Oh, it's at the bottom of the mountain. This is okay. It's not a moon pearl. That'd be an absolutely horrible moon pearl. It's called its map. Let's see how GFE... GFE hasn't even saved the old man. Alright. This makes a little more sense for what he did. He went to go see if he could save the old man from Hera first. We'll see if there's anything interesting in here for Wally. I wonder if the lamp is in here.
I was thinking that, or the Moon Pearl itself.
Oh god. Oh god.
That is a get right there.
Yeah, that adds one extra check into Eastern Palace. More importantly, that opens up the possibility that we have Moon Pearl sitting on the pyramid ledge.
That's true.
Um,
I was thinking that second Agate Tower chest.
we already did second Agate Tower chest.
Did he make it? Because I thought
yeah.
he died before he opened it.
No, he got
well
it.
then
It was
I'm
nothing.
going to go ahead and scratch that off that I didn't scratch off. Never mind that.
Yeah. That's really, really ugly. I'm not sure what GFE will do here. I mean, I know what GFE is going to do here. He's going to go across the mountain, take a look at the top of the mountain, and then drop down. I don't know if GFE is going to attempt to climb Agate Tower too. I think Wally's probably going to climb Agate Tower to get to Dark World over. Ooh.
Wow.
That is nice for GFE. Another wire small key.
But is that glove going to be something that takes him further away from potentially finding Moon Pearl?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, is Wally going to go back into Mire now that he's got a fire source? No, he's going to go beat Agate Tower. Eastern before Mire would have been better. Yeah, you've been able to do left side. Yeah, and Wally's just gonna take the rider here that this is what is going to be logically needed in order to get himself into Dark World. Because there's a very good chance that this actually is. Yeah, GFE is going to go do this. Has gotten his lamp, so when he goes and dips Mire, he'll be able to go and potentially pull some items from left side.
Mm-hmm.
Left side is not still in logic, though. It should be said.
Because of keys, correct?
You need all three
Yeah.
smalls.
Yeah.
So, yeah. See, this is the dark room that is incredibly hard to do blind in Agate Tower.
That makes sense, especially with the amount of pitfalls and everything.
Yeah, it's like kind of once you're past that one, you can kind of just like nuke this room, and then it's just a couple. It's just basically kill rooms from here on out. Our sun prize is hearts, which is really nice.
It's interesting that he didn't try to farm them. But I don't know what the guard's reward pack is. So
yeah, no, it's a stun prize. You stun the guard with dog shot. They always drop a fixed item.
right, but that's why I was surprised he wasn't farming it.
No, it doesn't matter. It's independent of the actual prize pack for the enemies. He probably feels he's got a.
He didn't stun them to kill them.
Yeah,
and he took a good amount of damage.
He's got a red potion though, so.
Oh, that's true.
Is the the Agatar and Meyer should be in logic. Yeah, Wally really needs to get the mirror because the mirror is going to help him his efficiency up a bit. He hasn't really missed too much with the mirror yet. That it's Moon Pearl locked is important. The glove could take a while to get to though, but it is possible to have gloveless Crosskey suits.
You'd have to have Ice Palace be a medallion for sure.
Yeah.
Or a pendant, sorry, medallion.
Yeah. But yeah, we're getting Angle on here.
And that's number 4 for blues. Wow, this is an incredibly long Aga fight.
Yeah. Alright, is GFE going to go, and GFE's going back to the left side.
There you go.
It's... Do we have anything interesting on left side? Ether. So...
The last medallion... And our pyramid ledge. Moon Pearl.
Oh, Moon Pearl. So this is pretty good for GFE, for WallKicks. He'll be able to kind of start up here early on. He'll probably work his way over to the village. Well, he'll do pot first. And then he'll see the glove on Pyramid Ledge, on the Bumper Ledge eventually. So he'll know he'll have to find the connector for that. But we'll have to see what GFE opts to do here. He's been able to get himself around the logic a bit more, so this may not necessarily be required for him. Was that
the most important map found at the cutscene chest? Ganon Tower map. Now we can figure out what's at Ganon Tower. You know, it's hard. You can get lost in there sometimes.
Yeah.
In a cave, holding our first GT small.
Yep. There's a small key for GFE. Now, GFE really needs to not take a death here and go back, and when he pulls his last castle tower key here.
Johnny Two Bombs.
Okay, so he mirrored, and let's see if he's going to take the play for flippers.
So again, a 5-item cave having one really solid item in it.
Yeah. Okay, so GFE may lose some time here. There has been no entrance that gets us into the pod region so far. And GFE not having done South Shore and the desert area, is probably going to be getting forced to backtrack into climbing up the mountain again in order to get his Moon Pearl to go through Aga Tower. Unless, like, pod entrance is a connector.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking, and I'm waiting with bated breath to see where this takes us.
Yeah, if this isn't a connector, then beating Aga Tower is 100% required. Unless... Yeah, no, it's
is
not.
100% required.
Yeah, no, it was Bonk Rocks. So GFE's gonna... WallKicks is gonna save a lot of time here. He's not gonna have to go back up the mountain again. So he'll save a few minutes here that GFE has kind of saved with efficiency. But...
So killing Aga 2 wouldn't be an option because of how many keys are in that require the Moon Pearl, which is at least one. Right? Or no, I'm sorry, GT Big Key.
GT Big Key, yeah. Logically, okay, so logically, this is an Aga 1 J Cooper. Potentially it's not. That is true. It could potentially not be. At least not logically. Like, not hard required, Aga 1 seed. Oh, hey, blindsided mini Waldorf Cave over at Dark Shopping Mall. The Ganon Sour Big Key is in the Dark World. There is no way of beating Aga 2 without acquiring the Moon Pearl first.
There's a bow.
Eastern Fig.
Okay, so we you know, that was a 5-item cave with 2 items. Solid items.
Kinda wish you had found it before you went up the mountain. But...
Small key to Ice and King's Tomb. And, you know, for places being called shopping malls, this one actually had a lot of good sales with it. Plenty of items.
Yeah. Well, he's going to go take a look and see what our store items are. Let's see where the back of Old Man is. Graveyard Ledge.
And Zora gives us a big key to
Nice.
Ice Palace.
Yeah. Right, so while he's going to go take a look at the first show, it's the Swamp Palace. We'll see what he has to do after that. Oh no, he's actually going to go follow what GFE did and take a look at the back of this old man, save a quick one. Wasn't quite 100% in logic when he rescued him, but it is now. It's like...
And without that glove, he's not going to do Magic Bat, which we know is fine, but that might end up lingering in the back of his mind.
Yeah. It said while he's heading... He knows he's got a connector over here to the North Dark World, so he's just going to go take that. But yeah, this is where Wally's going to start catching up on what GFE was doing in the Dark World with no bunny shenanigans. Because he's got the Moon Pearl, and he also knows the path to the Moon Pearl is incredibly horrible. The one thing that Wally really doesn't know, though, is like that he'll need 5 or 6 pot smalls. Because he'll probably get the mirror, but he's probably going to dodge that GT Big for a while.
And with the GT climb being required, that could be where he gets funneled to later.
Yeah. That's
it's a long race.
Yeah, three pot smalls for Wally now. So he'll go to the back. Don't remember if he burned his potion during the Aga Tower climb or not.
I didn't see him use it.
Oh, Wally with the big brain here, and he's going to be happy about this. Okay, so Wally going to play and counter against what the normal net is. The normal net is you save this for the last check. Maybe he feels like GFE is going to do something like this because he's GFE and his reputation precedes him. But is going to be extremely happy because he knows that's 100% required.
So when you're racing, do you take the meta into account very often or not?
I don't really race other than... So I race bingo. I don't race this type of race, unfortunately. I don't trust myself to do a good job. But I think part of it's like you should know what your opponent is going to do, especially if you feel like you have an advantage over them, or you have a disadvantage over them, and you look to try to find some form of divergence.
It's Eastern.
So, yeah, they both made a counter meta play, which will help them in a lot of ways. Wally still needs to go pull that Swamp Small out of Hyrule Castle, which he might opt to do once he pulls the mirror here, because Castle's in Vo and Castle's in Village, and he now knows he just needs to grab the boots in order to unlock the back. GFE has a wonderful mirror shield.
Well, if you like climbs, then this is the race for you.
Yeah, this is going to be a double climb seed. This is fun. I mean, like, the worst part is, like, with the way they routed it, with the way that GFE kind of, like, did everything out of logic, like, that's what primed Wally for doing Aga 1 first. Because he knew he didn't have a lot of left in logic in the light world. GFE, unfortunately, just had enough rope where he could, and enough unchecked in the light world where it's like, well, I don't have to do this. And it's going to cost him some time in terms of overall routing, because he's going to have to go back up the mountain again and go do Aga Tower, because he's heading there right now. He's probably going to take a look at that last Hyrule Castle exit and then bail. Because
that's when he's going to find out that there is no spot they can take. Nothing's going to come out of Pyramid Barrier or anything.
Like, he can potentially, like, get to there if he finds Ganon's castle. Nice mirror shield for Wally. If he finds Ganon's castle through one of these connectors, then he's got some sense of redeeming it. But he's going to go do Aga Tower now. Oh, he's going to go beat Eastern first and hope that this is his Moon Pearl. We'll see if Wally offs the mirror here, and not going to mirror here and check out Rock Castle. So the Swamp Small is going to loot Wally for a while.
And Village of Outcasts not really coming up with much we didn't already know.
Well, the real interesting stuff is going to be what's further south here, because we're going to get 2 item checks, and we're going to start doing our mirror entrances. And Wally can kind of like end this with going back to another pot small. Looky that. gonna say, well, Wally could potentially end this with like kind of like going through the Brothers connector again up to the North Dark World, but he may end up just taking Spiral Cave as a connector.
How many takes is it gonna take today? Six
Like
it is.
six.
I mean, I would throw a shovel into the ground 6 times if it came up with $20.
Let's see.
GFE powers through that, gets his green pendant. We still don't have a Sahasura.
No. No green pendant.
Oh, that is vanilla. It's so hard to think that that's where it normally is.
Yeah. It's... Wally's grading him. I'll see where he goes. He can like kind of like opt to like he's got a ways of routing this now. GFE's gonna go to Agatar now. Oh, he's gonna no.
I was thinking Agatar was a little further. It was a drop down one.
Yeah. Now he's gonna go for the dark connector and see where this takes us.
Thieves down over on Wally's side.
Yeah.
Right side desert does not send GFE where he wants to go.
No. Yeah. Where is GFE gonna go from here? He's gonna go take a look and see where his last desert fellow still is.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
With that map we picked up earlier, we do know that Thieves is a crystal. And that's one of the reasons the maps are so important, is it does allow you to, as soon as you walk in, you'll see that C or a P, and you're like, bam, I already know. I
remember, it's been like that for 2 or 3 years now. I remember they actually introduced that halfway through, I think, the 2022 Crosskeys tournament as a feature. People weren't happy. People used to not check it forever, not check maps forever, and they kind of learned to.
Whenever I'm doing tracking, that's my biggest fear, is they're going to hit that map button and it displays for that fraction of a second, and I'm going to be like, I know there's crystals out there. I know this one is. I could probably catch 1 or 2.
Yeah. All right. So Wally has all the Bs for Hera. Just gonna beat Hera. And I think GFE is going to go attempt again to hopefully find Ganon's castle somewhere. We're running out of places where it could be that would be good for him. It'll be funny if we had a vanilla Ganon's castle today. Moon Pearl's on our pyramid today, and so far the only way to get to it is to climb Aga Tower.
And with the Moon Pearl being what's really going to help navigate us through this dark world, all roads seem to lead to that.
Yeah. We found the other fairy over here in the dark world. Yuffie's trying to super money with the mirror. And Wally's going to go to a bread pot. More pots, Malls.
And you get a good B for the dark fountains.
Yeah. GFE's like, what did I miss? And I think GFE is coming to the unfortunate realization of you've missed a terrible, terrible thing. It is extremely rare. It's not rare in... Hey, Book of Medora.
Big book.
Not too bad. Last Fire's Fall. So now Ether's in Logic.
You know, I've never read any of Medora's other books, but you know, that I think is one of the best sellers in Hyrule. I tried checking it out from the library. It's never in there.
Did you look on top of the shelves?
Oh, you know, I thought we were using the Dewey Decimal System.
Hey, another big key. The Desert Palace. For our compass.
And that's another pendant.
I'm not liking our odds are what's on pedestal today, because that's two incredibly easy pendants that are completely in logic.
I'm thinking, you know, we might, maybe Wally will check out some Skullwoods and maybe pop in a little ped check.
Yeah, he'll probably end up doing that when he goes over. Let's see what's over here in Swamp Palace entrance. Oh, it's the old woman connector.
Do we know where the other end of that goes?
Nope. Hey, it's our sword. This could be taking us back up the mountain again and being one of our death mountain connectors that we haven't seen.
But this gives us a good chance to use that book we just picked up to find out a new entrance.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't connect, this is a route ender.
Yeah. Also, with the fact that Wally left his mirror portal, might still be well. Oh god, it's Spy Cave.
Oh, that lack of glove gets him again.
Nobody likes to do Spike Cave. Wally's going to go take a look at top of castle here and start probably doing some of Dark Potion shop and
Michu, you're absolutely right. He got to the Dark World through the connector.
His mirror portal's probably gone. That is true.
Well, it's definitely gone now that he activates it to get into the castle.
Yeah. Hi, Saha.
Hey.
Huh.
Well, if we didn't beat Aga, we could cut that barrier down now, but I don't think it's going to be an issue.
We have the cape, though, so...
oh, that's true. We had this threefold then. Yeah.
Graveyard Ledge up at Dark Potion shop, unfortunately.
Top of the castle's a bust.
Yeah. See where Wally wants to go here. Is saving and quitting and starting from... I guess is this going to be the...
I think this might be a ped check.
First check a Swamp Palace and into ped. We can beat Swamp Palace once we...
Are we looking for a vanilla small key?
Wally is, yeah. Oh, good. TR big key. We're getting close to having all the big keys we possibly could need. Yeah, Wally's going to skip doing the pet check. Okay, that makes sense.
Well.
I think this will be probably taking a look through Hyrule Castle and seeing the other connectors and doing Dark Cross. I'm not sure why he's coming back down to less. I'm trying to remember where the other sides of Paradox Cave were.
You're right, Soho. A sword is not a bust, but if that green pendant turns into something fancy, I feel like that would be a bust. That he made it there that early.
He's not going to see that for a while. I don't think the two item caves were the glove lock caves in that area. And Wally has like impetus to do it eventually, just kind of because he can flipper himself over there.
Yes, there was something important in Eastern. It was the lantern itself.
Yeah, the lantern, so you can. Well, he's like, God, going to be like, God dang it. It realizes, wait, no, I actually have to go check entrances here. This will actually somewhat work out well for Wally. Because what he'll probably end up doing is taking the mirror spot here and then going and doing Swamp Palace, because he hasn't seen these two entrances on the mountain, and he can go do, like, climb it later, but he doesn't have to do. He can do it if he wants. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So actually, what Wally's going to do is going to go and go up to Ether Tablet, check air entrance, and then this will actually get him his glove. Probably get him his glove, to be honest.
Yes.
And then he'll be off to the races.
Actually, he's already made it to the races. We're actually at this 1 hour mark of our races. So if you are enjoying what you're seeing, please give GFE or WallKicks a follow, or both. Also, shout out to our trackers, Pichu and Blibberl.
Yeah, they've got the hard job. They're actually watching the streams. We just pretend to. But they are keeping a good eye on everything, and seriously, thank you very much to both of them. Thank you to our restreamer Baseball for helping put everything on. GFE at least pulls his ice rod. I missed GFE getting the fire rod, actually. That's a big pull for him.
Yeah, I can't think of where he mirrored to get that. Unless, was that over at Light Shopping Mall?
I don't know. Well, take a look at his VOD for a second. While he's going to kind of follow, everybody's kind of following in everybody's footsteps. Okay, so it was in Chicken Hut. Okay, that's important to note.
Okay.
So it's Chicken Hut down by the desert. Well, you'll probably get to it eventually, but yeah. Which?
Well, we have Zora and Bottle Vendor money, even though we've already gone to both Zora and Bottle Vendor.
Yeah. And GFE is going to go do Spiral Cave. And pray desperately that the randomizer isn't forcing him to do an Aga 1 climb and an entrance randomizer seed. Having already kind of robbed all the value except for possibly the Moon Pearl on Pyramid. Well, he's not going to take that connector, though. Actually, wait a second. I should take this connector so I can drop down at the very least. And this is going to be his
route ender.
Well,
you know,
it's
this is what's going to give him his glove, right? It's coming out of here.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes. This is because like he was like, do I trade this for do I trade this for Spiral Cave or not, potentially? And I think this being either the island connector or the bumper ledge connector is probably what tilted the odds in his favor, and that's good. That's his glove before he missed it for too long. Restock HUD is Mimic Cave. So...
Looks like there's some cogs turning on GFE's side.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the cog of, oh, hey, I've got 2 Castle Tower small keys is the little hamsters are going. Unfortunately, they're not going fast enough. Yeah, you just walked into like literally one of the worst possible seeds, GFE. And okay, there's our mids.
So, logically though, the mitts are 6 key locked through
4 key locked.
TR. 4 key locked.
4 key locked in TR. Yeah. That's gross. That's really gross.
Oof.
Yeah, GFE is really starting to... Like, what the hell do I have on logic? Unfortunately, what he has in logic isn't checks, which is the worst thing. Oh, hey, shovel. Wonderful. Well, he's starting at Sanctuary or Mountain Cave, which is what he needs now. No.
And bombs.
We're not finding GT at this point. GT's not reachable as a bunny. We've literally hit every possible GT entrance. Like, right now, GFE has to hope that... I don't even know what he has to hope for. He's not gonna... He has to hope for something like Samaria in the swamp, the Skullwood's big key chest.
You know, without, like... Even with that, I mean, I can't think of anything else really he'd be able to do that would give him access to a moon pearl.
Yeah, no, he has to find some way to get... our only ways through Desert into TR that we know that we can do without Samaria are...
left side.
Yeah, we haven't seen the left side.
Isn't that the one with the... have we not seen the laser eyes one?
No, we've only seen right side, which is... Skullwood's is apparently our last pendant. But...
Well, it definitely means I should stop watching Crosskeys before I commentate on Crosskeys, because...
Nah, you're doing fine. While he's gonna go do This is in logic. He's going to do a nice little bomb jump here in order to get himself over to the actual laser eyes entrance. Very, very easy trick. The harder trick is actually using the bomb jump to get yourself across the gap to pick up the big chest without it. Oh, hey, Stark Shopping Mall. Wonderful. Well, you just came out of there.
I was curious about that. I was like, maybe there's something he wants to grab first.
I think he just did it out of muscle memory. He usually blow open. Usually, and he'll do this exact thing again. He'll blow this open, pull the rock, and then go in the entrance. As you're waiting for the things to finish. Oh, okay. So, Wally actually would not have been able to get his bow without the glove.
So while this does give him incentive to go back to Eastern, does he lose that incentive knowing that it's the green pendant?
Yeah, he's not going to touch it unless he probably does. He might check that as a lot of point. GFE is going to go take a look at... Might go take a look at Swamp Palace, but Swamp Palace can't be the answer. Oh, wait, he doesn't have the flippers that are in Hype Cave that is in the Dark World. That's right. Alright, so let's see. He's heading for Kakariko. If he goes to Hyrule Castle, he'll have figured the mystery out. Unfortunately, all the time that he got by having early mirror, and some of the earlier stuff, then Wally will have kind of balanced itself out. Because Wally's just going to have hit efficiency.
Right. And that when he first picked up the mirror and you gave that strained groan, that was kind of the implication was it could lead to too much that would lead you away from progress.
Yeah, it does. It's also, I would also say, like, there's a balance when you do cross keys of trying to learn how to balance efficiency versus staying in logic. And I think that's kind of a thing that really kind of at GFE. He was really pushing a lot of some more efficient stuff that he probably thought Wally... Because, quite frankly, GFE probably thinks he's an underdog against Wally, which is understandable. And so he's trying to push some stuff that he would think that Wally wouldn't necessarily do. And it got him some really good stuff. Unfortunately, he also just happened to roll this in the one seed where you're forced into climbing Aga Tower to go get yourself a Moon Pearl. Right. And that's absolutely horrible.
Well, and that's one of the wonderful things about watching Cross Keys is because there is this sense of immediate shift on the fly strategy that gets adjusted by these different, just subtle little things.
Yeah. I will say that we actually did have Ether there as our TR medallion, so left side Meyer has items of value. Which is gross. GFE is going to have a little bit of an easier time getting through this gauntlet with Fire Rod, but it's unfortunately also going to be just staring at the Moon Pearl on his screen for probably a couple seconds. Always more pod smalls. Okay, yeah, no, this tracks. He knows he needs 6 of them to beat the seed. So, more of them for getting thrown onto the pile isn't exactly surprising. So, Wally's going to finally go and beat Swamp Palace. Interestingly, we're still missing dungeons. We haven't seen Ice Desert or the Back of Skull Woods. So, We'll probably find the flute or boots in swamp.
All right. So Wally is getting into swamp. So in this situation, do you do left side swamp or do you leave it?
Oh, you're gonna do it.
I know, but it's always fun to speculate.
Realistically, Wally is too many items for go mode. We can theoretically beat Skullwoods, but we still need some more, maybe the Meyer Big. Wally doesn't know that Skullwoods is the last pendant though, so it'll take him a little bit of time to kind of work out that he'll need that Fire Rod for Trinex and the Meyer Big Key. But like for Meyer Big Key, I forget where that Desert Small was that GFE got for. Oh, because GFE got that Desert Small forever ago.
Was it in Skullwoods?
It might have been. Yeah, it was actually in Skullwoods. You're right. Because that's like the one place that Wally has not managed to get into that GFE got into early.
Now that leads me to question: is that where? No, we already figured out where the Fire Rod was. Sorry, I was.
Yeah. Yeah, Fire Rod's chicken hunt down at the thing, and GFE's.
P-Train, I believe what he's doing is getting upset about the amount of blue balls that Ganon is throwing.
Yeah, I don't know. So, hello, P-Train. Welcome to the worst possible random seed for your partner, where he stole the small key in order to get around beating Aga 1 for Lumberjack, to being forced in order to get his Moon Pearl off of Aga Pyramid Ledge. Look, he took a returnable projectile to luck. GFE's been wandering around for 40 minutes wondering what the hell this seed is logically expecting him to do. But we'll actually get an answer to what's on Zaha today.
And arrows.
Yeah.
Solid item. Arrows may or may not be used to defeat Ganon, so, could be a game-winning item.
Yeah, unfortunately, we just picked 10 more up for free that didn't involve us shooting like 18 of them into statues.
Don't question the economy of it.
Well, JFE now can do everything else in Dark World. Needs to go down and do Hype Cave over at Dark Flute 5. But I think is going to go take a look at Ocean Shop Catfish, which is something we haven't seen yet.
And WallKicks is making his way through swamp with efficiency.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't check the ledge. No. This was a case of he knew that whatever the heck was on the ledge was progression. Because he had literally nothing else in logic and has been trying desperately to either figure out what was in logic other than that, or try to figure out a way to get there that did not involve flowing back up the mountain to reclaim Aga Tower.
Hey, his first GT, small key.
Yeah. 4 areas. Yeah, the problem is that that really only realistically is only like maybe 2 entrances. Then it's only 3 entrances because you can't actually pay the monkey as a bunny. The monkey is anti-bunny. This is another pod small. Oh no, T-small.
Thieves Town.
All right. Well, he can get there pretty quickly. Probably the next thing he does.
And we're an hour and 18 minutes in, and the first crystal has been gotten.
Yeah.
If that doesn't tell you about this seed, I don't know what will.
I've seen worse. I'll tell you that much. Oh, are we gonna do it, Wally? Okay, Wally's going to be the man for the people today.
Guy after my own heart, right here.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 entrances. Unfortunately, we already had seen Sick Kid, so really, we could only have been looking for either Hammer Pegs or Hype Cave. Hype Cave actually is
Oh, map.
Well, we're not going... Wally's never gone back to Eastern Palace for the rest of the seed. And he's probably just going to go take the Hammer Portal over here and then go beat Blind.
But to be fair, he'll be all the better for never going to Eastern again.
Yeah. Yeah, there was nothing... there might have been a 6-spot small key in the Eastern Palace Big Chest, but it's a 6... We only need 5 with Hammer Yump, so... connector to the Mire area. I guess there could have been a connection to the Mire, potentially. But we had seen most... Well, he could have... He didn't know that. Well, we had seen most of the connectors. Yep. I think the only one missing for him would have been Bumper Cave. But GFE has his mitts. But I would probably say that...
Yes. And even if it wasn't, it was just a easier time to go check that ledge or go get that ledge item.
Yeah.
Because of the statistical probability that it was a useful item.
Yeah.
Moon Pearl or otherwise.
Yeah, so... Right now, Wally needs to kind of just do one entrance over. He actually probably will do this after this. He'll go south and check Bombo's tablet. And then clean up that last desert rock over there so he's out of entrances. Because he's still missing 3 dungeons. It'll get him his Fire Rod. It won't get him his Ether, though.
Hey, and speaking of Ether...
Yeah.
Let's see where Turtle Rock entrance leads.
We don't really have any item caves other than maybe Hammer Pegs outstanding.
No, but we're probably more interested in finding some more dungeons.
Yeah. There's Desert.
Back at Desert.
Alright, so Wally's going to have to do the left side. We'll have to do the left side Mire at a point. The only way... That's a bit of an ask, but you'll figure it out. Oh, Scoad's Picky. Okay. Smith House is lovely located at lovely Eastern Palace today, where nobody's going to go turn him in for a long, long time. Gil, GFE already has a Desert Palace monkey. He found it in Skullwoods earlier. That he bunny walked.
Deal it anyway.
And yeah, the Desert Palace big key's on Moldarm, which is in Tower of Hera, which is right here at Hype Cave entrance. So GFE, not knowing that this is a pendant, probably will be what he does to beat it.
Boots on Thieves. Blind drops him.
There,
and drops his second crystal.
Yeah. Still haven't seen GT, by the way. I should also say we're missing four dungeon entrances. Of course, I've missed GT, but this is going to open up 4 more entrances, and then I think he probably goes south and does Monolith Tablet.
Are we missing 4 or 3?
4. Collectively we're missing 4. Not counting
GT,
but
Ice
yeah.
Palace.
Oh yeah, here's GT.
Hey.
Take a look.
And we can knock that item off the torch.
Yeah.
Not
too
that
bad
we're
it's just
gonna.
money. Too bad it's just money. So they probably just do full left side here, and then I don't think he'll climb just yet. He won't do. Actually, he won't do full left side. He'll skip map just unless he finds something first.
And Flute in Stalfos room with an Ice Palace small key.
Yeah. Okay, so that's basically going to be the almost all the entrances to the rest of the seed.
So that'll give us into Meyer area.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how well he wants to route this. He doesn't have a good way back to Eastern.
Yes, Alazun.
Yeah, we have a vanilla. We have a vanilla Ganon today. The Ganon Star Big Key was in the pod Big Key chest, 6 key locked. But both runners checked with 30. There's a castle small.
All right. Well,
GFE's got his desert pig finally. Fortunately, he's not in a spot where he can really use it anymore. So we still need Meyer. We still need Samaria. He needs Ether and Fire Rod.
we're still going to need Meyer Big Key, right?
Yeah, Meyer Big Key. Yeah, Meyer Big Key, Samaria.
And
Pod Big.
well, potentially we need Meyer Big Key or Pod Big Key.
No, we need both Meyer and Pod Big Keys because Skullwoods is our last pendant.
Oh, I didn't see that. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They collectively do not. We know collectively that what our 3 pendants are. Well, I think GFE now knows.
GFE knows
the hard way. Okay, there's our Pod Big. He's going to climb. Could you have managed to get into GT this seed without a Moon Pearl? No, because you would have still needed the flippers from the back of Skullwoods, from the back of Hype Cave.
Well, also, isn't this Dark Bonk Rocks?
No, this is Link's house. Bonk Rocks. This is actually much more convenient. Yeah, so... he's just going to kind of chug along for a little bit.
The climb.
Yeah.
Hey, we picked up a Smith. I wonder if we'll be taking him all the way out east.
Yeah, there's a very good chance of that. It'd be really funny. He's not going to go check Hammerpegs if Hammerpegs is the last entrance. And that was the bottom old man Sand Quad. Because the smith gets deleted if you find the bottom old man Sand Quad. If he's in tow.
Interesting.
It's there's a priority in the followers.
Mm-hmm.
And the old man takes priority over the smith. Even if you have rescued the old man, just finding the cave will delete him. It's just one of those things where it's kind of just how, like, it would never happen in vanilla. So
right.
Also,
sometimes...
Also GFE is going to have to remember that Kiki will delete the smith.
Oh, that's diabolical. So you have to go to Eastern, then go pick up the smith.
Yeah,
oh, never mind, never mind.
He's got to.
You could go to Eastern. I'm sorry. I'm thinking he's in pod.
Yeah. At least he's got a glove, so he's got a glove, so it isn't too bad. But it is annoying. He's gonna have to do an extra mirror transition. As long as he remembers it, that'll happen. He just remembered that Kiki will delete the smith. I don't blame him. Something on Smiths might be good for GFE because it might be a while for Wally to get there.
And
conversely, Wally's also managed to. Yeah, Wally's also banked up. Ooh, red mail. Not quite vanilla.
$20 on the Smiths.
Yeah.
That's a $10 return on investment right there.
Yeah.
Follow Link for more financial advice. Don't follow Zora on that.
Red boomerang, unfortunately. Yeah, and Wally is going to have stacked up 3 of the longer dungeons that are going to need to be completed this seed in a second. So
with the Moon Pearl being where it was, do you think the seed is mean enough to put Samaria past Icebreaker Chest?
I think the meanest spot for Samaria actually is on Landless. Landless or Pyramid Fairy.
Okay.
I mean, it being behind Icebreaker Chest is. I mean, it's fine as a meme. It's not actually that bad. Like Ice Spells, it costs you 30 seconds, but you also know that your opponent's going to do the same.
Which
30 seconds of time sink. The real problem is that because you want to have Samaria before you go back into Mire again, putting it back behind something on left side Mire, which is what Wally orphaned earlier in the seed with how he routed. Doing Mire before Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be really bad for Wally. So yeah, Wally's going to kind of start nailing up some of these last entrances here. He has to get himself back over to Kakariko Village, so he'll check Potion Shop, check Catfish, and then probably going left into the Bar Rock entrances.
Right. That way he can get his flute activated and get over to the Mire area.
Yeah. I mean, Wally's probably Ether Gum at this rate. Though there is a chance that that's not going to be the case. Another
Well,
GT
only because we know where the fire rod is.
Yeah. Well, that and like doing left side mire when you skipped it is not a great thing to come back to. Oh, okay. And GFE is going to go do swamp now and start his chain to get him into Thieves Town and then maybe climb GT.
Yes, Dane. I don't believe that WallKicks has actually gone to Magic Bat. And
Wally did
That
it.
was-
Yeah, Wally has checked Dark Magic Bad. He hasn't turned in the mushroom yet, or checked the shovel. Yeah. Wally's going to go turn the flute on, so that way he can just flute and check Monkroc's King's Tomb. And probably may actually dash down into Flute Spot as well. We'll see. Flute Spot's kind of... the Dig Spot's kind of in a weird spot where he doesn't... He knows he needs to chase items, but he also knows he needs to chase entrances for dungeons a bit more.
And then as far as entrances that have items, I think we're tapped out, aren't we?
We might have... There might be one or two item caves left in Spike Cave, but yeah, no, we're mostly tapped out. I think it's double ether today. Interesting.
Wow, that is bad luck bears for WallKicks.
Well, it'll kind of depend what's in... Okay, Wally now knows...
Back up with Skullwoods.
Yeah. Well, he's got the map. He knows this is the last pendant, so this will confirm his go mode. Not sure if he'll go beat Mothula or not. Not with Samaria.
It's Samaria. And he knows that the fire rod wouldn't be passed there because the fire rod's basically required to
No, that the fire rod could be there. It's just well, the fire rod can't be on Mothula if that's what you're getting at. That's true.
Yeah.
He knows he still needs the mire big key, but I think he's going to make the play that he'll find Ice Palace first. Okay, we haven't seen the brewery. Okay.
Brewery. My mortal enemy.
Yeah. So we'll see if he... So this may... Okay, so he may take a... Is he going to take a run at Skullwoods now? Skullwoods is always kind of like an interesting... oh, okay, Spike Cave. Fine. Fine, Wally, fine. Skullwoods is always kind of like an interesting one, just because... Even... If it's a pendant, it's still one of the shorter pendants, one of the shorter dungeons to do as a boss, especially like if you have like Tempered Sword or Master Sword. Essentially, okay, that just means that we are logically expected to have the book in order to reach the Mire region. I think this will be Wally getting his fire. Where's Wally going? Okay. Yeah, turn in the mushroom, which he probably should have done before going to Mire originally, but no harm, no foul. He didn't see the potion shop. Apparently did not remember that this was Uncle.
I'm curious as to what he thought it might have been.
Maybe he thought... Well, did he think it was Magic Bat? I thought he did Magic Bat. Okay. That's Hammer Peg. So that should be out of item entrances. Everything else is a dungeon from here on out for Wally. Well, he still needs Chicken Hut. But I think Wally's going to take a look at Skullets. That Fire Rod will haunt him. Yeah. Wally doesn't have a lot left in the game.
And now we're kind of getting a reverse of what we saw earlier in the seed, where we know where what needs to be done, but the other person's done it and is now gaining this time.
Yeah, I mean,
is more their GFE is balancing out based off of the running he did earlier.
Yeah. Wally will have a much faster time here in Skullwoods. He hasn't done it yet. He could also have done the big chest, which GFE might have to come back for. Could come back for, but won't have to. GFE is
save every second.
Yeah, but save a bit of time. Not really a lot in Skullwoods, but it's going to be like having Ganon Samara here will definitely help him because you don't have to wrangle the Gibdos. And the fact of the matter is, Wally just has to like mirror out and then save and quit, or mirror out and flute. It's like Wally's like starting to run out of things that he needs to do before like kind of like falling into finding the Fire Rod or finding Ether to get his last couple entrances.
So is this him going to Chicken Hut?
I don't think he's going to go to Chicken Hut. I think he knows that Spiral Cave is... oh, he's going to go be Pod. Okay. This also makes sense. He's left 3 items in here. He can go get all 3. Required dungeon.
And yeah, at this point, he also knows that it's a crystal.
Yeah. The Fire Rod is at Chicken Hut, which is the Desert Rock entrance. So Wally might do this, pick up the Smith, flute over, do Eastern, turn the Smith in, and flute back, and then do Bombo's Tablet, Graveyard, dig spot, and Bombo's Tablet, and kind of start. And that last entrance has started like knocking all his one-offs out.
Well, and if he's gonna turn in the Smiths first, if he hasn't checked Desert Rock, the chest wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. It's a perfect time to kind of like start knocking all of your orphans out. Because realistically, what does Wally have after this? He has 2 checks in the Swamp. He has 2 checks in Eastern that he doesn't want to do. He has a check in Skull. He has Tile Room and Map Room in GT. Map Room's a little more palatable. I have to remember where our front of TR entrance is. Oh, he'll probably end up doing Compass Room in TR as well, because that's down at the Light World Archery game.
Mm-hmm.
So like he'll have gotten everything that isn't Fire Rod locked or Ether locked very shortly. And GFE is having to take this long way to get back to, because he hasn't gotten that flute out of GT.
Out of GT. Out of Stalpo's Room.
Where was the Thieves Town big key? That Wally managed to grab that.
Was that the other big thing in Stalpo's Room?
No. I'll have to... GFE doesn't have the Thieves Bag, which is actually going to hurt him quite a bit because of that, the boots and everything.
Oh, it was after Ice Armos.
No, it can't be. It wasn't after Ice Armos because Ice Armos was decent big key locks against tower today because it's a bonk rock spot.
Okay.
Of course, I forget. Wally manually tracks everything, so... Oh no, it's going to be Graveyard Blade. Sorry, what was it?
Wally picks up another crystal, as well as another GT small key.
Alright, Wally's going to go do a bit of clearing out of Desert Palace. Now that he has all the keys.
Palace, GFE is about to take on Lambos. And a desert boss who's made out of worms. Who'd have thought? Worms and deserts go together.
Oh, don't tell me it was Crystal. Oh god, no, that was probably, let's call it big chest, TR big chest. So GFE will probably eventually get there. Well, he's still looking for entrances.
I was really thinking that was going to be Ice Palace.
Yeah, I'm feeling like Ice Palace might actually be like... it's either the Pyramid or... Mire entrance now. While you'll do this,
I can't think of another entrance that it would be.
Yeah, it's one of those two. Okay. This is where GFE needs to be, because this will be getting him his Mire big key if he goes and checks that rock entrance. And now... Alright. So Wally's gonna... take a run at this, discover this is the bridge connector, and not lose the Smith during this, which is the important thing. Because I don't think he'll lose the Smith.
You're right. That's where it was.
Yeah.
It was TR big.
I'll see if Wally opts to go for him, take a run at left side Mire here now that he's up in the area. No. So.
Headed to 5, headed to go turn in that Smith.
Yeah.
World Tour comes to a close.
Yeah, actually there is one last entrance that we haven't seen where Ice Palace could be, which is going to be the back of Skullwoods.
So I saw that in chat and I thought to myself, oh, we've seen somebody come out of that. And then I realized that it was neither Gino or the prosecutor guy.
Yeah.
In my mental picture. And so I was like, that's the wrong one.
Well, Phoenix Wright technically is not a prosecutor. He's a defense attorney, as he would tell you. He's got a nice He's got a nice shiny cardboard badge to prove it.
I thought if he wore the red, he was a prosecutor. My apologies.
No, that's Edgeworth. He's just borrowing his Meyer BK no mode. Yeah, essentially. It was like ending. Why is GFE not dashing? GFE doesn't have boots. The boots are in Thieves Town. He did not get into Thieves Town because he just found the Thieves Town Biggie a second ago.
So now we are pretty much cemented that it's got to be Meyer entrance, which is going to give us our Ice Palace.
It's Meyer entrance or Pyramid.
Oh yeah, Big Bomb. Forgot about Big Bomb.
Yeah. So here comes the Trinex kill for Wally. It's a very desert is a red crystal though, so it's very likely that one of our next 3 checks on Wally's side is going to be our Meyer Bicky, or else it's in GT on right side, which would be funny. Is Ice Palace blocked by the Ether entrances? It's almost certainly at this point. Unless I missed something, you logically needed Ether in order to get it because Desert Palace is locked by Ether.
Yeah.
The Desert Palace entrance is locked by Ether.
So you're technically correct, which is, the best kind of correct.
Yeah. Lots of things could be in ice. There actually really isn't too much that'll actually be in ice that we need.
No, I imagine it's going to be one of those nothing to check and just power through it as fast as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Here comes Wally's 4th crystal. Really is not that far from go mode. We'll probably follow the chase the fire rod just a bit more, and then once that's done, the fire rod's probably going to get him his Meyer big, and then after that, he just has to do left side Meyer. And I don't think he's going to have anything in the game to distract him from doing left side Meyer. Telthar, I think you came in late. You've missed a wonderful seed. We had to beat Aga 1 in order to go get a collector moon pearl off of the pyramid. And a Crosskeys seed. So yeah, there's. Well, it could be on Mothula. It'd be funny if two of our 3 pendants required. 2 of our 3 pendants were logically required for big keys.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you can't run it.
Okay, so yes. So if that's the case, and Mothula has the key, he's. I'm coming up at a loss for words at this point.
Yeah. GFE's going to go discover his spike cave over here with Medora. He's probably been looking at the race room for the last 45 minutes wondering why the hell Wally hasn't finished. Time for right side GT. We got 6 more checks in GT that we can do. Wally did not have a small key to do map chest on the left side, so he'll come back and do it after doing top room and compass room over here. Or they'll do tower room last, probably. Who knows? What sort of animal
And
looks at the... No. I'd like to say GFE has a chance. GFE, really. GFE's...
GFE still has a chance. I mean, when you realistically look, if everything gets pigeonholed down...
The problem is that GFE doesn't... I would like to be more optimistic about GFE's chances. He doesn't really have a chance right now. If he somehow finds the mire big before Wally does, that's fine. Wally just has nothing left in this seed. He's already finished Ice. He's already finished Thieves. He's already climbed GT. He's already finished Pod. He's already finished Trinex. There's the mire big key, yeah. So...
I think his only real chance at this point, and I'm not saying it's a solid chance, would be Ice Palace is behind Pyramid.
No, they're no. Even then, it doesn't matter. The problem with that is, well, he knows he needs to find one more item in order to get complete entrance access, and he's going to go find that item, and he's going to find the item. He's got 6 more checks to find that item. And he will not do it the first time round because it is Compass Chest, and he does not want to do left side mire. But he will do it. He will get those 6 checks done before GFE is done with Pod and with Turtle Rock.
Fair enough.
Yeah. His only out is running back left side mire and not realizing it. Yeah. And Wally might make the conscious decision to... Like, there might be a case if this was earlier in the race where Wally would continue to skip left side mire, knowing the fact that he could have had a fire source for it. I don't think he has that much left in the game to even consider it at this point. He just doesn't. GFE can't do the climb because the boots are on blind.
I did forget about the fact that he hasn't climbed and WallKicks has.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a significant time crunch there. That's 2 minutes, 3?
It's closer to 5-6 minutes.
Well, when you're having fun, though, time flies, so it only feels like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, Wally is skipping left side mire for right now because he's one item from Go mode, and he just wants this one item to be on the boss. That is why he's skipping left side mire right now. His critical path does not currently extend beyond Vitreous. Beyond Vitreous is when he has to start actually thinking more on his routing again. Or at least go do checks.
Always be shooting for crystals first and hope everything falls into place. If not, then you can reroute.
Yeah. Alzen, the only entrance... Wally has 3 entrances left. One which is Turtle Rock, which is Mire entrance, and one which is the Pyramid. Both of our medallions required today are the same, which is Ether, which is on left side Mire, and Pyramid is locked by Desert Palace, which is behind Turtle Rock entrance. So Wally knows 100% that he needs a medallion in order to get into the Pyramid. Oh, hey, Old Man Saving Good. The Old Man Rescue Cave. That's what that one was. No. Silver arrows do not matter logically in the seed. And while he's going back in, this is it. You are not expected to beat you are not expected to have silver arrows to begin under these in the randomizer. You can get them if you want them. You do not have to have them logically. And thankfully, I think this...
I have to have them physically, as, you know, it takes me about 8 hours to finish a regular randomizer seed.
I mean, okay, so the one exception would be swordless, but that's just swordless. And most of the mode, that isn't this flag set. And there, yeah, Wally's done. Wally knows he's done.
And at 1:58, WallKicks has entered go mode.
Yeah. All I now has to figure... Well...
I mean... Okay, yeah, that's a... Technically not.
He's in go mode, he just has to find his entrances. And
Yeah.
he'll start with the easier one, which is Skullwoods.
Meyer?
Yeah, sorry, Meyer, which, and then I'll have to get himself back up the mountain again, which I'm not sure what his fastest path will be other than probably just fluting up the mountain and going across the bridge. Because Bumper Cave is in Dark Shopping Mall. Yeah. No. Okay, there's Ice Palace. Oh, lightning. That's all I agree.
So this is WallKicks' race to lose, and I don't see how he could do it even if he tried.
Wally still has to find the bag of Desert Palace. Yes. The problem is Wally Wally doesn't know. I have to find the bag of Desert Palace. Wally knows exactly where the bag of Desert Palace is.
Yeah, where it has to be.
Yeah, he has literally one last location in the game that it could be in, because the other one is locked behind completing Desert Palace. Okay, Wally. Just go get your swords.
Yeah, I think that's another one of those muscle memory things. You know, ice break, go get the item.
Yeah.
Because at this point, there's nothing he could pick up, except for silver arrows, which would help him.
Silvers definitely help. I mean, it's they're not required. They do technically shave a little bit of time off, but just usually not worth like going back for them after Ganon tells you where they are. And yeah, there's GFE's good against Podbig. And now Wally has to...
Cold Stare.
Time for Cold Stare. Now, time for Cold Stare. GFE's doing the climb. So...
So I don't think I've ever seen that, really. He would alternate Fire Rod. I guess I do see it. I'm just not used to people having full health when they get here.
No, Wally 100% did not need to do that. He just did that because he could. So basically what happens is if you're unfamiliar with the technique, if you fire beam Cold Stare and then hit him with a sword beam very shortly afterwards, the sword beam counts as a fire rod shot because this game fire rod's a wonderfully programmed weapon in this game. You know, it's a very spooky weapon. So it's a way of being able to conserve magic while fire rodding down the shell. So it's a way, like, you'll especially see it, like, if you have somebody who does not have half magic and doesn't have a full magic bar, a way to conserve the magic so that way they can break the shell. Wally had half magic, had gold sword and a fire rod, so 100% did not need to do that because he could have just burned it down, still had a couple fire rod shots, and then had gold sword damage to compensate on top of it. But hey, yeah, you know, it works, and that's what matters.
All right, this is the last entrance he can check. We're hoping for Desert Palace back. It's either that or Desert Palace back.
Yeah. There's... And then the best part about this is that Desert Battle's back is in the Dark World this seed. We've already had to beat Ag 1 in order to get our Moon Pearl, and we have the mirrors, so we get to play everybody's favorite thing of 80 keys of just saving, quitting, and restarting to Variant to go kill Ganon. We may actually see both of our runners roughly on the same screen at the same time, just with 4 more crystals finished
with a little bit of a different time frame.
Yeah, 4 more crystals finished for Wally. But this was a really solid. Honestly, this was a really solid race for both of our runners. Like, I think GFE tried to do some more unconventional stuff that he thought. Wally's a really tough runner. He is a returning champion. And hey, look, we finally got green mail for China. And this is just kind of like a seed where, like, it is so... I don't think, like, Moon Pearl on a Pyramid and a Forged Dagger 1 to get it is so incredibly rare in Entrance Randomizer.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Playing against it is not something that I can really fault GFE for.
And, you know, at the end of the day, rando gonna rando.
Yeah.
And it's seeds like these that when the folks watching on the restreams on the replays on YouTube or wherever they might be watching this, you know, it's those kind of seeds that make it very interesting.
Yeah. We have people in chat who have beaten WallKicks before. Telthar, who knocked Wally down to this 3-1 bracket. Wally will soon be getting to 4-1. Allison, who's also 3-1, who beat Wally last year, and also lost him a couple times because Allison is the runner-up to last year's Crosskeys tournament. Goomba, very talented former Crosskeys champion himself. What am I saying? A lot of knowledge in chat right now.
Who won that back when it was double elimination brackets?
You'd have to ask.
That was Lin. Okay.
Yeah, that was Lin. I think that was Lin and Andy. Andy, who invented boots.
Yes. The hover boots.
Yeah.
Well, another Ganon fight soon to be completed. Well, I better not say that. I might jinx it.
Yeah, he's pretty well on to spinning and winning. Goes for the set. I can't tell if that was an attempt at the swipe or not, but everyone please get your GGs in chat. WallKicks just needs to go across a 1x3 tile bridge, and to put GFE in his misery as GFE's activating his flute. And WallKicks has won with an official race time. .gg time of 2:07:28. And GFE has forfeited.
Wow. Just wow.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing that would have made this more interesting, to say the least, seed is if, you know, you had one of those required items on PED A double climb is a very interesting thing to see. You don't see it very often.
Yeah. And we're being joined both in the commentary booth by WallKicks and GFE. Congratulations. That was a rarity of a seed.
Yep.
Yeah.
GG's.
I think
that's the exact kind of seed you want to face a champion in, right?
Yeah. The seed that you route yourself around doing, and then
I've never actually had that happen. I knew it could, and then when it came down to that, I just I normally will mark. I'll put a specific marker on my tracker anywhere there's an item to be had, but I did not leave a mark at Aga Tower because I'd already stolen the Hyrule Castle key, and I got both chests, so I wasn't noticing that.
Yeah, no, that's completely understandable. So Wally, I think you can kind of take a gather of what kind of happened.
That makes sense, and was a little bit kind of what I was hoping after I found the Moon Pearl behind Echo 1, the Pyramid Ledge. I'm like,
did you just do it the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, you had both keys? Okay, I didn't have both keys first time.
Well, I didn't have both keys first time, but I got the second key not long afterwards, and I had a lamp, I had a sword. I'm like, I don't steal small keys, so if I need to get to the back of Escape, this is how I'm gonna do it. So I'm like, the game gave me both CT keys for a reason. The reason is probably just the back. Like the reason is probably just the back of Escape, but
No. It was just and then we were kind of worried a little bit because GFE did Dark Cross, or obviously did back Castle and did Dark Cross, so had Swamp Small early. Did a bit of bunny walking out of one of the connectors because he got the mirror earlier, but
that's super reasonable given if you want to do some bunny walking, you get the mirror pretty early. I don't recall where the Thieves Big was.
That took him a bit. That was over in that was glove locked over in Dark World up in the upper ledge. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I left that entrance forever. Part of the reason I left that entrance forever was I wanted to find TR right, so I could take TR left to get the Bumper Cave connector back to the top of the mountain and clear back a desert. And then I was going to mirror and take Ferry connector to Bumper Ledge, and then I was going to check that entrance. But TR right just happened to be at that entrance, so that didn't work out.
I think I think the one thing, Wally, was you grabbed that we were also kind of scared about was that JT Vicky.
I was hoping that would be something.
We were wondering if you were trying to out counter GFE, or you just were just like, oh hey, let's just go get the chest that everybody usually skips. But
it's my general rule on this is if I have 3 pod keys and no big key, I'll open big key chest. If I have 3 small keys and the big key, I'll open Harmless Hallway.
Yep. Okay. Yep, that's the same.
So,
which all 6 keys were kind of dumb.
I only ever found 5.
It was
Spike Cave at Desert.
No, that was a TR.
I got that one.
Oh, that was TR. Oh yeah, that was for the mids.
I'm pretty sure that was in a dungeon that WallKicks only single dipped this seed.
Shut up.
I believe it was the Eastern Palace Big Chest.
Yes, it was. Shut up.
I got the Ether Medallion and was worried because of my order of operations with Mire and Easter being right next to each other. I did Mire first, so I didn't have the Fire Source that I got in Eastern. And after I got the Fire Source in Eastern, I took it straight to Aga because it's Fire Locked Mire is 3 key locked and.
Hold on, I'm confused now.
So Ether was my go mode.
Okay. Oh, fun times. Wait a minute. You had Fire Rod though, right?
Well, not the first time in Mire. Like, I got the Fire Rod, went into GT, hadn't done the map chest in GT because when I went into GT, I had the big key and one small key, and I knew I needed to climb. So I skipped map chest, and then did the rest of left side and climbed. I think pretty funnily got a GT small key shortly after on Catfish.
Yeah.
So when I went back into GT to do right side, I also went in and did map chest, got the Mire big. I said, okay, let's go to Mire. At that point, I knew I needed Ether. So I was like, let me just do big chest boss and then come back in for left side because it's been in Logic for a while.
I don't think you had much left in the game otherwise, anyway.
No,
that answers the questions I had about your thinking as to when you realized that medallion was your go mode, and that your entrances, all the entrances you had left, were all based around having that medallion.
Yeah, once I had done, I think the last entrance I had that wasn't locked by the medallion might have been behind the Fire Rod, the back of Skullwoods. I think it might have been that. And then like once I did that, because like my assumption the entire time was going to be like when I knew I needed the Fire Rod to get the entrance back there, I'm like, oh, the back of Desert's going to be here, so I can do the big bomb for Ice Palace. Like that was my assumption. So once it found out that I needed Ether, I'm like, okay, I know I need Ether for, again, assumed Desert, so I can get Ice at Pyramid Ferry. But they were both dungeons. So
they were both Ether.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just activated Flute, so
Yeah,
I was going to get to that eventually.
Thankfully, you didn't need Quake GFE, which is the Zelda. I think it was this. That was Boomerang Cut. Zelda Cell or Boomerang Chest. So it was one of those two.
It was Zelda Cell.
Yeah.
I was definitely a little hopeful that the Mire entrance was going to be Quake, but then it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, unfortunately, the wrong cane was on purple chest. So.
Yep. It was. But when it came down to missing that Aga for a little bit, like I think I had some seed bleed because I was thinking, did I forget to mark Ice Palace? Like, have I seen that? And so I was like pulling up my VOD and trying to VOD skim while doing the few out of logic things I could just to use my time for something. So I was fumbling around a lot. And then finally, my brain was like, oh man, there's Aga Tower. I can clear that. So, yeah.
Yeah, there was a definite point where we were watching you and you just stopped doing what you were doing. And it was like,
I think I was taking a death warp in pod at the time.
Yeah.
When you recognize, Aga Tower's the thing.
Yep. Like I was sitting there just waiting for the mini Helma to finally kill me. And then I was like, wait a minute. Aga Tower.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, honestly, it's just like one of those seats where you kind of like, you played yourself around that possibility. And, I mean, to be fair, like, how often does this type of seat come up? I'm sure someone's got the number,
rare.
But it's such a rarity.
Very, very rare. Like, normally you're gonna at least have a connector to pod area, like to counter something like that. But no, not this seed.
Yeah, I mean, it's like because when we were like considering like our logical options, like we knew Moon Prologue Mirror, so like maybe that'll get you the connector you need, or maybe that'll get you GT, and you can at least climb GT and do GT.
Right.
And that'll counteract it, and you'll save the time just not having to kill Aga 1. But no, GT was just you had to go get your flippers from Hype Cave in the back of Hype Cave, and go through the entire chain of getting your boots off of from Thieves Town
line. Yeah.
So
yep.
Like would have been nice to get those a little sooner. Oh man.
Yeah, we were wondering for a little bit. It's like, where was that Thieves Fig? Because Wally got that pretty handily, and like was able to kind of just like
yeah. it was definitely something I got and could have done earlier than I did. I did wait till the small key. But I don't. You know what? I think it was Thieves' big chest, or not the dumb.
It was TR big chest. Yeah.
TR big chest. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the TR big was the first chest in Swamp.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was right. Yeah, because you went to go take a look and say maybe I got a first chest. Maybe I got the vanilla Swamp and Swamp scenario. Which you could have then continued over to Pet, but I think you just kind of went south further than that, and then
I think I checked Pet at some point.
You did check Pet at a point.
You did.
Yeah.
I think I did it after Swamp, like after clearing Swamp Palace.
Yeah, after beating Swamp.
I also enjoyed knowing my 3 save and quit locations in the first 30 seconds of the seed.
Yeah.
Did you just take Old Man? Like all
No, I didn't for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you both took it pretty close to each other. You just kind of like, I think GFE, you opted to play the Paradox connectors a little bit more at the start, and then you did a bit of like South Shore and Castle. No, you did Castle. So you found the other. So you were both looking at around Paradox Cave, not Paradox Cave, Spectacle Rocket about the same time. Just did. One had just like left the top side, and I think GFE, you were coming in from the bottom.
There.
And then you just like bomb jumped yourself across, and then you just like looked, and I'm like, okay, I'm back doing this route again.
Yeah, that wasn't my plan, but I guess if I'd gone back in and taken the drop,
it wouldn't have mattered.
Out there.
Yeah.
This was a seed that exists.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be done with it.
Oh,
yeah, I wasn't feeling super great overall about how this went, but I can't complain. In the end, I got the win.
Making the Aga choice seems like I don't know what you had left at that point.
Not much. I think I might have had the Light World shopping mall area.
I think
and Dark Cross. Yeah, that had a 5-item.
That had a bunch of stuff.
Actually,
two
5-item.
Yeah. But the one that had the
bow and Eastern Big was the one.
The bow and Eastern Big was under the rock, which is. Mm-hmm. Did you? I saw a bit of hesitation when you were looking. Like GFE had the mirror before finding the mana the first time, so he kind of went up and did that. Found that glove pretty early, so he knew that was the connector over to Bumper Ledge. You took a step in and then you took a step out. Did you just realize that maybe this was going to be the Bumper Ledge or the Floating Island connector, and that's why you went up and did that one instead?
No, at that point I don't think I had seen any must connects, and so I would and like at that and like it's in a terrible spot because it's up there, and I don't have a good way back up there that isn't just saving and quitting, or I didn't have a good way up there. Yeah. And then in my head I'm like, okay, I can walk through this, and then if it's nothing, I can get back here a lot quicker. And then it just happened to be the glove, which was very, very nice.
Yeah, I think you had seen the laser bridge exit as a must connect, but
I might have seen. Yeah, that sounds right. I might have seen the laser
because I think it was like you were bouncing out and dropping down the spiral cave or going through the other side.
That checks out. Yeah,
because I think you had already done the tube middle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Good old spiral cave. I was bunny walking that while pulling up my VOD because it's boring to walk through there, especially as a bunny.
I did that hella late because it was in just such an ugly spot.
Yeah, like I was down to like, oh, this could be logical, and it's something like a pearl on Hype Cave NPC or something.
Right. Yo, GG's. Would
GG's for sure. You earned that one.
Thanks.
I have 3 crystals, man. Like,
oh, jeez.
Yeah. I was about to go into Dark World, clear pod, and then I was probably going to check Skull Big, Flute to Mire area, and would have got McCain and just gone.
Yeah, and then Ice Mire, TR are all quick. Yeah, that makes sense. Yo, GG's. Good luck the rest of the way. Your opponents in this tournament, man. have been something.
Swiss has not been kind. But I mean, I have a couple good wins. So if I could not face does Lynn
another
have two
champion.
losses? Yeah, does
Lynn
Lynn
has
have
two,
two?
Lynn has two losses.
Can I not
Yeah.
face Lynn next week? But anyway, yeah.
Play
good luck going forward, man.
of the champions during Swiss.
Yeah, why not?
Let's-
I'll just pretend I got to brackets. Okay. Who knows? There's still a chance. But thank you guys for the comms. Even though this clearly didn't turn out like I wanted.
I mean,
it was still interesting to get to play a seed like this when I haven't actually had that happen yet. So.
Definitely.
Well, from my perspective, good games to you both. This was an excellent seed to commentate on. It was an excellent seed to watch. The divergence was great, and you guys are spectacular runners, both of you.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you to both the runners, WallKicks and GFE. Thanks to my co-coms, Linkforge. I know it was your second time coming, so thank you. You're doing a very good job. And it's always appreciated to get more people in the comms booth to get these three streams going. Thank you to our... Sorry.
With that being said, a simple volunteering opportunity is all it takes for you to track a race or eventually do comms or restreams or something like that. So if you have this time and you'd like to be part of this, feel free to volunteer.
Thank you to our trackers, Liberal and Pichu, for doing the heavy lifting tonight on the buttons, and thank you to Baseball for doing our restreams. Being our restreamer, I'm not sure on our ZSR schedule or anything, so I'll let her take care of everything.
Thanks. I also don't know what's on the schedule. Yay! There's a Link to the Past All Dungeons RMG monthly race tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. So that should be exciting. But other than that, just keep your eye on the schedule. There's always stuff coming up. Probably get some more Crosskeys on. So yeah, we're just gonna head over to ZSR Main. They're nearing the end of the grand finals not the grand finals, the main bracket finals, sorry, of the Twilight Princess any percent tournament. So hope you enjoy that, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.